Hey, Joy Tribe, it's the JOYVILLA Show, and we are back with another episode in this series where I introduce you to my incredible health coach, Ravinder Sain. Welcome to the show, Ravinder.
Thank you, Joy.
So, Ravinder is in South Africa right now. I'm in the United Kingdom, outside London. So, we've got this international flavor. It's amazing. Ravinder's originally from India, and I'm originally from California and New York. So, we've got all of this international flavor. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick up from the last episode where we were talking about women's health.
Yeah,
So, Ravinder, you are an incredible coach. You've actually coached over 8,000 people. You've got a
yeah,
team. You do all kinds of health issues. You can tackle them and help somebody get into better health, better wellness, physically, which of course leads to better emotionally and everything else, because, health is wealth. As somebody who loves health, I know how important this is. Like, if you're unhappy in your body, with your body, nothing looks great. If
true.
you're sick, the world is destroyed. You could be at Disneyland, and if you're sick, it's not going to be fun. So, especially with the big sort of eyeballs on wellness and health right now, especially after what the world went through and all of this stuff, I think it's an incredibly important topic. Now, audience, if you didn't catch the episode before this, click the link below. You don't necessarily have to, but he sets up what the biggest issues are, what's the problem with women's health. We're going to tackle women's health, right, Ravinder? So
Yeah.
I'll stop talking and take it from here. Joy Tribe, listen, leave your comments down below. We're going to talk about women's health.
All right. So first, we're going to go over how to spot that you have hormonal imbalance issue. So there
Mm,
are certain symptoms you have to look into. You have a lower stomach pouch right under your belly. So, or belly button, sorry. So that is one sign. Another
yeah.
sign is hips are bigger than the rest of the body. Then the breast size starts to grow bigger than the body size. That is a sign that your estrogen is imbalanced. And because of that, what will happen? You will start to have your period before the time you are supposed to, which is 28 to 29 days or 30 days, or
Yeah.
after. That's also a sign. So let's say you're starting having a period 32, 33, 34 days late after the last cycle. So that is a sign. Then heavy period or scanty period. You see,
Mm,
it's all, as I said from the last video, it's a female body is a whole circle. The
yeah.
circle, if it interrupts, everything goes haywire. So all these symptoms I'm giving you is that the circle somehow has been interrupted. So let's say there are certain girls who will have 1 month pimples on the right cheek, then no pimples next month. Then again next month they will have pimples on right cheek. Why? Their left ovary is in danger. It's not in good shape.
Oh.
You don't know the ovaries don't work together every month. So it's also a cycle. Your one
Okay,
month,
this is kind of blowing
yes.
my mind. Sorry, okay, we know. Joy Tribe, Ravinder and I have worked together for years. He's counseled a lot of people. He's coached, thousands of people. I'm one of those people, and Joy Tribe, some of you guys are as well. This is blowing my mind on women's health. Being a woman and thinking that I know quite a bit about my own body. The ovaries don't always work together.
No, one works 1 month, one works 1 month. It's a circle, it's a cycle.
What? I thought
Yeah,
both of them were pumping their stuff, doing
no.
their thing, the fallopian tubes,
It's
and then.
also it's also a cycle. It's even odd, even
Oh,
odd, even odd. It's that thing. So if you know the pimples are on right side, and you will see it's a cycle also, then your left ovary is in danger. It's not in good shape. If your pimples are on the left side, it's the right ovary. That's how the connection is. So
wow.
yeah, you have to see which ovary is giving trouble. And of course, a lot of symptoms. These days, you will have facial hair. Sound starts to get a little thicker. And then we have another thing is alopecia or hair thinning, which is also a sign that means your estrogen and the testosterone conversions have gone wrong. So there are a few things you need to understand and learn, and all these things matter. So as a woman's health, we have to know the estrogen is right, the progesterone is right. There's three cycle, there are three hormone cycle, and it has to be right. And as I was saying, the food has the worst effect on these hormones. All those pesticides they mimic in your body as estrogen. So imagine body didn't make estrogen, but you ate something which exactly copied like estrogen. Now the other hormones will kick in because thinking there is estrogen. So that's why things go wrong. So I'm not
So
going to
wait,
only talk about, yes.
something went wrong. I think I got lost a second because so with estrogen, obviously estrogen is the female hormone that men have a little bit of estrogen too, but women
True.
have mostly estrogen, a little bit of
Yeah.
testosterone, right? These are hormones that, make us how we look, our bodies, like look at this
Yeah.
beautiful. But if you have too much estrogen, your body can go haywire.
Yeah. When it's
And
not needed or it's too much, what
yeah.
happens? Other hormones are there when the estrogen is there. Estrogen is there. So it
Mhm.
has, like there is an automaticity of hormones. When it's
Mm.
needed, there's a cycle. But when you eat food which has a lot of estrogen, everything starts to
Mm.
go haywire because there's a wrong idea. Imagine, like, let me give you an example. On a PCOD, PCOS case, female hormone, ovaries make estrogen, liver receives it. Then liver sends another hormone telling the ovaries, all right, I got it, thank you, no more needed.
Yeah.
But imagine you didn't actually made estrogen, but you ate something which has estrogen. Liver will think, what the hell is happening? And
Hmm.
that creates a whole lot of issues. That's why there is so much PCOD, PCOS, fibroids, breast cancer. Why? And it's a female issue. You have to understand it's the hormones, they affect more females than males.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
food hormones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that I know personally women have had fibroids. I've had friends who've had breast cancer. It definitely seems like it's more common. Of course, we have unfortunately the foresight of each generation. They can't really see behind them as much, right? We have this weird thing where every generation tends to forget what happened before or a few generations before
Yeah.
because it's the nature of the beast. But when I talk to my grandparents or my, auntie, they didn't have a lot of these kind of cancers or these
Not at all.
issues. And I know that a lot of people will say who are watching this, they'll say, well, that's because we weren't aware of them. They happened, they just weren't talked about. I don't think
No.
so. We have way
No.
more miscarriages, unfortunately, happening. We have way more issues with women's bodies where they can't conceive, issues where also women are getting a lot of things done to their body. I feel like all of the, a lot of plastic surgeries, a lot of harsh interventions on things. People are taking, psychotropic medications or drugs. They're taking drugs that are supposed to help their emotions, and it's
Yeah. Yeah.
psychiatric, which are
No.
all of these things have these results that are supposed to help. But I see that women's bodies are seem to be getting more and more unhealthy if you look through time, and more artificially enhanced in order to make up the health. I know
True.
very few people. The people that I know who are extremely healthy are the people like you and your family, and the people who sort of travel around and sort of don't depend on the medical system for health. They do other things. They eat well. They have a varied diet. But there's something with this hormone thing, which I think is not kind of tackled enough. People
Yeah.
know about exercise. People know about eating well. People know about be kind to others. But what about hormones? I
Yeah.
don't hear enough about it. And you're telling me this is the number one deterrent to women's health, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I will make a special video with you on the thing which starts the whole thing. It's called insulin resistance. That's how
Okay.
things go wrong. But in this video, we're going to talk about how to have a little bit of more control over it. So let's say
Yeah.
you have those issues. So there's a thing called kelp, KELP. So it's a
Mm,
seaweed. You get
help.
chips in China and Taiwan and these areas. It
Yeah.
is an iodine, but a form which you can digest. So if you have a cyst, a fibroid, this thing has a miraculous effect. It can reduce the size of the cyst. And
Really?
I use it all the time because I don't like medication. We don't use what will the doctor give you? Think with it. He will give you birth control pills with
Mm,
PCOD, PCOS,
hey.
and he will give you metformin, which is a medication for diabetes. Why? Because you have insulin resistance. He doesn't understand. He will give you a diuretic, but he will not change your diet. He will give you birth control pills to handle your estrogen, but not handle the estrogen coming in every day. So it's
Mhm.
like I give an example to people. I said, because my dad is a surgeon, I cut my arm every day. Bloody hell. Am I stupid? So because you got a medication, you can eat the shit every day, but you're gonna be in the same trouble. So no. How
Right.
about not cutting myself so I don't need a bloody stitches or something. You understand? So
Right. Of
kelp,
course.
number one thing, KELP. So if you're overweight
Kelp.
and what I told you, you have those symptoms, kelp. Second thing, if you have facial hair and you start to see the PCOD, PCOS symptoms, there's a special version of inositol. It's called inositol mayo di Cairo. You can look the spelling up on the Google and everything. You can get it. Inositol mayo di Cairo, one of the number one herb. You can say herb or it's actually vitamin. It is derived from B complex. And it is very, very effective. This is my coaching genius advice, which I give to people, and it works. Yes. It's a paid advice for them, But
yeah, free advice. By the way, you guys, if you want a free consultation from Ravinder, you can go down below. All of his information is down below. He's working with people one-on-one. He's worked with a lot of my Joy Tribe. That's why I wanted to do this series. And we're going to continually, I'm going to interview him on different topics. He has the solutions for these problems, which might be your underlying thing, why you can't lose weight, right? Why you're so tired. It's not always just eat less and move more. There's other underlying facts, and that's what he's talking about here. And if you want to work with him, you can get a free consultation right now. So just go down below, talk to him. I'm also there. I'm going to help you, to also talk with you to see what we can do to help you. But Ravinder is the expert, Joy Tribe. So I just wanted to do a little plug right there, but continue.
So these two are my number one go-tos when it comes to female health. So now what happens when the ovaries are wrong, thyroid goes slow. Thyroid is a secondary thing. So it takes hormones. It's a converter. Doctors think so it's a primary thing. It's like I always talk, I'm a mechanical engineer. So there's a person whose job is to weld material, but before welding, somebody cuts them. So the guy who cuts the material is not there. Welder is sitting idle. So thyroid, it converts a T4 into T3, inactivated thyroid hormone to an activated thyroid hormone. It needs the raw material.
T3, what is T4?
These are two hormones. T3, T4 is inactivated thyroid hormone. T3 is converted activated thyroid hormone. The conversion is done through
active. So it's a conversion device, the thyroid.
Yeah, it's a conversion device. It takes command from two different areas, mainly ovaries and liver. So if your thyroid starts go and doctor puts you on an empty stomach pill in the morning, that is a low thyroid. It's called hypothyroid. And what happens in hypothyroid? Low iodine. All you need to do is kelp. You take kelp. I'm not asking you to stop your medication. You take your medication, which doctor is giving you. 45 minutes or 1 hour later, you take kelp, which is an iodine supplement. And next time, after every 3 months, you go for a check, and doctor will say, "Oh, it looks like your thyroid is coming up. You need to reduce the medication." Don't tell him you did anything with Ravinder and Joy. Tell him, "Thank you, doctor, your medication is working." He will be happy.
Right. That's all he's going to care about. Right.
Yeah, that's all they care about.
Wow.
Another thing, as I said, for PCOD, PCOS, and hormones going haywire, inositol mayo di Cairo. That's a special version of inositol. Amazing stuff. We'll go over more on this, Joy. There is so much I can talk on it.
But this is incredible.
For this interval, I think so more than enough information.
There's so much more. These are two things that are extremely important. So you set up the worst thing that, I mean, the number one problem that's affecting women's health right now, health and wellness, is hormone imbalance. And then you said the two things that are the solution, kelp and inositol.
Mayo di Cairo. Inositol, mayo di Cairo. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So you can pause the video there, you guys, and look that up.
Yeah.
Because these are very, I'm not editing them, but we're just doing a casual talk, as we're amongst our travels. But thank you so much, Ravinder. This is extremely helpful. You taught me some things here, and I thought I knew it all, Joy Tribe. I thought.
Most welcome, Joy.
This is incredible. So stay tuned for the next video, Joy Tribe. Leave your comments down below. I want to know what you would like for us to talk about next in terms of health, wellness, betterment, the overall picture, the whole body of health and wellness. This is a new series I'm doing right here for you free. Don't forget to contact Ravinder down below. Tell him where you found him from me, Joy Tribe, and you can work with him. You can actually get a free consultation. You can also see where this could fit in your life, because I'm telling you, if you're having problems with your body, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about women's health, but men as well, of course, and you're not sure and you've tried the diet and the exercise and everything, vitamins, all of this stuff, and it's not fixing the underlying problem, make sure you talk to someone who knows how to absolutely categorize what's going on with you and then provide you with some more solutions. And that's Ravinder. He's done that for me. He changed my life, changed my body. So yeah, that was about 2 years ago. So that's really awesome.
Yes.
And I feel better, gain more muscle. I have better sleep, better health, and there's always improvement from there, but you want to have a nice healthy base. And, you know, being a vegan for almost 20 years, 19 years now, like I said, being a competitive bodybuilder and fitness and all my whole life, I thought I knew it all. And you learn something new every day. So Ravinder Sain, thank you so much. And we'll see you in the next video, Joy Tribe.
Yes. Bye. Welcome.
Bye.